set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Soldier Field.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He's got Harrison left side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
A beautiful fake. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert.
14 yards.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, it's Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Gone. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Herbert now on the option. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And they'll go again with Herbert. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
To throw is Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Herbert. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Goff going to get this to Gibbs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
McGough and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Goff. And that is incomplete here.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Starting on the ground with Herbert. Oh, look at the juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They run the option on second down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Fields on first down. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone, touchdown Chicago. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Goff on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Off play action. Here's Goff.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now Goff on first down. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air again. Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
33 yards.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Let's go now, let's go.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Holding, receiving team. Come on, Nat.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out now come the Lions. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Goff now looks to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Gibbs straight ahead. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Traquan Smith from 8 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there, Tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game. fourth quarter, these are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Goff. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Lions 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly because mentally, they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Out of the gun, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now it's Fields. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. David Montgomery and the Lions about set to begin this next series. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Goff's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Able to find Ertz. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Let's go, baby.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Able to power through. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. He's got Mooney.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Fields.
This is caught inside the 15. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So that'll